Hi everyone, Flora here, and I am back after taking a 1-month break from social media for the holidays, and I am back with a very special question for all of you. So I was just live inside the Mastermind Mafia private Facebook group where we talked about our 1 degree shift for 2019. So what is our 1 degree shift and why should we focus on that 1 degree shift for 2019? So what a 1 degree shift is, and I've been teaching about this for many, many years, a 1 degree shift is just a tiny pivot that you make in your life to start seeing lasting results. A lot of people think, actually most people think, to create lasting change, you have to make a 360 or 180 degree shift, and that's not actually the case. If you really want lasting change, you only need to make a tiny 1 degree shift, or like one tiny step every single day in the direction that you want to go. So my question for you, and I want you to put your answer in the comments below. My question for you is, what's one thing that you can do this year? Or what's one thing that if you did it consistently every single day this year would make the biggest impact in your life or your business? I want you to think about this. Don't jump the gun and say, oh, I want to do this. Think about it for just a moment. What's one thing, if done consistently, would give you the results that you're looking for? So this is a concept that I first heard about. Well, actually, I first heard about it years ago, like probably 30 years ago. And when I was very young, I heard about this from my guidance counselor in 7th grade. So actually that was, let me think, 31 years ago, because I'm 43. It was when I was 12. And she's like, well, what's one thing that you can do today that will make you feel better? And I'm like, and that worked, and it stuck. And then I was reading the book by Stephen Covey called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And he posed the same question, but kind of in a different ways. He posed the question, what's one thing, if done consistently, would give you the biggest results in 1 year? And so give yourself permission to really look at, what is one thing that I can do this year? What's one thing that I can do today that will bring me to that end result? You know, I did a free class called the 3rd Annual Planning Party. I did that in December. And during this planning party, we went through and we reviewed 2018 and released it. We did a beautiful sending off and releasing ceremony, and then we planned your 2019. And so all of you have your plans for this year, okay? But have you started to work towards those plans? And if yes, how have you been working towards them? Have you been sprinting towards them, or have you been taking it slow and steady? So the thing about any type of goal or any type of lasting change, it truly is about those tiny adjustments that you make along the way, okay? It's about that tiny little right action that you can take today that will get you one tiny step closer, and then another step closer, and then another step closer. So I really want you to think about, well, let me backtrack for a little bit. When you sprint, what happens is you sprint and you're like, yay, I'm doing this, whoosh. And then you get burnt out. And then when you get burnt out, you're like, I didn't really want it anyway. Or I'm just gonna take a break and then come back to it next month. We all know that's a bunch of bullshit. We all know that's probably not gonna happen. I know, because I've been there, you've been there. Anytime you've ever set goals and you haven't accomplished them, that's usually why. Because either 1, you sprinted and you burnt yourself out, you got tired and you're like, yeah, okay, whatever, I didn't really want that anyway, or that's not really important, or that's not a priority. Or 2, another reason why is because you didn't really want that. That wasn't a true priority and goal for you for this year or for that year. So right now, I want you to just really sit over the next couple of minutes, like maybe 10, 15 minutes, and I want you to think and ponder, what is one thing? What is one tiny shift that I can make every single day that's going to bring me closer to my goal? Because I can guarantee you, if you do one tiny shift, one tiny right action every day, and it doesn't have to be big. I mean, it can just be a tiny little thing. When you take that tiny little action, that tiny shift, that tiny pivot, that 1 degree pivot, what happens is all of a sudden you start to get different results. You start to see things differently. You start to experience things differently. You start to see evidence of change. You start to see evidence that what you want is truly and finally coming to you. So today, think about, what's my goal for this year in my business? What's my goal for this year in my life? And what's one thing that I can do every single day? Because again, this is about consistency. This is about the long haul. This is not about the sprint. What's one thing that I can do every single day that will bring me closer to achieving this goal? So once you figure it out, I want you to put it in the comments below. Let me know, share it with the world, and then commit to doing that every single day, okay? Now, if you're having a hard time figuring this out, if you're like, oh, you know, I really just don't know, what I want you to do is I've opened up some complimentary strategy sessions for the 1 degree shift. And I want to help you. If like you're seriously like, I have no freaking clue how to do this, click the link below, okay? Whether you're watching this on Facebook, you're watching this on YouTube, my website, on LinkedIn, wherever you're watching this, click the link below this video. And I want you to book a free 1 degree shift strategy session. Now, this is also my coaching application. That's totally okay. Just fill it out. What this is going to do is this is going to give me a better and bigger picture of where you're at and where you're struggling, so that when we meet, because we only meet for 20 to 30 minutes, when we meet, we can get in and I can laser in on where you're finding that challenging little bit of something that's just causing you to kind of feel blocked for where you really want to go. And I can help pinpoint that little 1 degree shift that will help you start to see evidence of that thing that you want actually come to fruition, okay? So if you want my personal help with this for your life or your business, regardless, click the link below, book a strategy session. Like I said, this is a 1 degree shift strategy. Sorry about that, I got a phone call. That way, I can help you figure out what that little 1 degree shift or that little pivot that you can make every single day, so that you will see results this year in your life and in your business. Because business should be fun. It shouldn't suck. It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be challenging. It should be in flow. Yeah, there are some long days, but you still should be able to just have that flow and that grace and ease that comes with those daily actions. So if you want my personal help, click the link below. Sign up for your strategy session, and I will speak with you soon. I love you all. Mwah. Bye.